Well, good evening. I'm Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, presenting 7 ways why I liberate my here and now. I now realize and admit I think and know from the past as I learned from media, the social media, society, the school system, my parents, as I taught myself to live from the past, because everything in the school system and in life and media is all from the past. Even all the business is from the past. The main concept, we live from the past. It's got to be business and education. Well, business and education is stuck in the past and poured a cement cast over the world moving forward. And it really, and I did teach myself to live from the past, because when you talk, this has happened yesterday, and I really I opened up to admitting, well, this happened yesterday. I did this yesterday. Well, you did that, and look what happened. And people make fun of you and ridicule you from the past. They do me. I'm okay with it though, because I'm free. But now, as I now realize, all my natural free flowing energy, inspiration, innovation, imagination, intuition unleashes my sleek, unique talents, trailblazer wisdom in the here and now. See, imagination isn't back there. They were called nightmares and hindrances. But your sleek, unique talents and trailblazer wisdom, inspiration is all right here. And in the here and now, I unleash my pristine scenes of spirit clarity, enterprising nirvana elegance, streaming my dreams through me to the universe, magnetizing the universe's breezes abundance with my prosperous, accomplished outcome as I magnetize the universe with my desired lifestyle and the images of my inspiration now and forevermore. Something I really opened up to realize: you can never think and know. Listen to inspiration, intuition, and imagination. But the thing about a dream, it's all right here. Dreams are your natural talent. Everything you think and know is from the past. Most of the time, it's what the foundation is of what somebody else wants you to know. And that way you understand your thinking. And really, I stopped 7 ways why I stopped healing my past and stopped being a servant to my past to liberate my here and now, because present moment events and experiences and encounters rise me out of the past and dissolve and release me from my past, because it all happens right here. And something I've really been aware of and opened up to is, when you feel the unsettling or something, because your past is instigated from your present moment physical world, or something that happened, or something that occurs, or an event somewhere, but it all is activated right here in the here and now. But however, as soon as that's activated, your thinking, memory, mind, emotions, feelings, subconscious mind representations are all activated. And whatever this event out here instigated in here, you go in to react just the same way you always, the same way you reacted to that event, whether you're 2 years old, 5 years old, 10 years old. That's why they say when they act like a 2-year-old, they're acting like a 2-year-old, because that's when the event was. I was good at acting like a 2-year-old. I'd have won an Academy Award. Just think of standing up there for a man that could react to life as a 2-year-old. I get my Academy Award. But I got my reward for rising out of it. And see, that's the thing. Everybody's trying to heal the past. You can never heal the past, because the thinking, memory, mind events and all the mini movies of that event are still active in your subconscious and mind and in the representations and your thinking knowing mind. So that's where I rise of sovereign liberation to liberate my here and now. Stop trying to heal the past. Understand, I rise out of my past unsavory events, experiences, encounters that are triggered through my here and now. That's something I really want. Your memories from the past are activated right here. You know, everybody's got a timeline, past, present. Some people got past, it goes through you, but mine, I got a through me timeline. So I can understand when it comes from this side, it's usually from the past. Because I react to the craft of my past situation through my thinking, knowing mind, subconscious mind, wound and bound in the emotions, feelings, images, and the words and the temperament of them words. If they were very angry or words, that's the way I reacted to it to now. Because to react to my present moment events, encounters in the physical world that flow through me and my subconscious mind representations originates my reaction responses to my daily scampers. How many times have you been in a conversation and somebody says something and you react to it just the way you always done? Oh, pick me, hell. I admit that. One thing I always admit, I'm imperfected. I am liberated imperfection and athletically imperfect because life is going to show me stuff that I have my thinking memory mind goes into tantrums rather than confusion. Confusion is raw wisdom. That is something I really want people to understand. But when you pay attention to when you get frustrated or angry, how do you react to the same way to the same things every time? I did. I still do. Even though I think I don't, but I do. That's a poopy do on me. But I'm really now realizing I didn't only react to it, but I reacted to life the way my parents did, and my family, and everybody. And, you know, if you're having challenges in your relationship, how does your relationship mirror your parents' relationship and your grandparents? When I was married way back in 94, I finally awakened. I lived my married life just the way my parents did. It took me 20 years, but I made a commitment to myself. I am going to understand the way I reacted to life. See, people want to know their way through life. People want to be right, and they always want to tell people what to do, be told what to do. And that is the past controlling today. That is a big thing. That is something you really want. When you start listening for the questions and the wisdom to rise out of that situation and present moment, you feel good to rise and shine within yourself. And you know, this is something that really I had to open up to. The world still models our ancestors' way of reacting and responding to life, whether it's from being a baby all the way to the so-called leaders of the world, because we still react with a warmongering response or a frustrated or angry responses. Hell yes, I do. But I'm really now, it isn't that I react, it's how quick I get rid of it. My favorite thing is to do when something happens like that, or like somebody pulls out in front of me on driving, and you know how you get all mad? My favorite saying is, wonder how I taught them that one. Because everybody, you've done what anybody else has done, but our egotistical arrogance and our ego and know-it-all ignorance, oh no, that's them. That can't be me. And that's where the world is stuck. Whatever you see somebody else doing, you've either done it or understand you've done it, or you're going to do it. And when you react to your everyday life with arrogance and snobbishness, and then you feel that unsettling upheaval within you that activated the emotion of that situation, that see how that comes back from your parents, or you've always done it. I was really bad up until 3 years ago. I thought getting mad, I'd show people I was mad. They should be something. Yeah, they were something. He said, "Yeah, you're a freaking idiot." Sorry, don't like calling myself an idiot, but I was. I was a spoiled brat, is what I was. So I've awakened and rose out of that. But a lot of mine went back to my parents and their parents and everything else. And our family wasn't the richest family, but people that have less as a child usually are more jealous as they grow older. And I caught that in myself. I just come to me, but I'm going to do something on that. I've always, my parents had everything I was required to live. And that's all I should ask for. But I had my selfish, bratty ways. And that's why the more selfish and jealous in life you are, the more you're stuck in your past. That's where your insecurities, trauma, and all that. Trauma and drama in today is your past controlling your life. And I've been to hypnotherapy schools and I've watched this, but something that was ironic is you go into one class and you go into the next class and the same drama and trauma was going on. You can rise out of trauma by understanding as soon as something happens from right here coming in, that's when you open up to question it. Why is this event occurring to liberate me from me and to understand me to expand? And you will never calm down an emotional upheaval with thinking, inner dialogue, and knowing, and with emotionals. You can quiet it down by listening and questioning it, and with inspiration, images of your inspirations. A lot of things can be calmed down with listening and questions. And why is this occurring for me to liberate me from me? See, all this self help, personal growth, self improvement, it's one simple line: I liberate me from me. My viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, parents' way of life, my childhood, and my ancestors' survival mode mindsets, and the third world enslaving mindset from the school system. See, that's something we never really realized. We were born with a third world enslaving mindset from our ancestors. Because if you look at the world and just get very honest, we still have that third world enslaving mindset circling through the world. Because if you look at all the CEOs, they think they own the country. They're not here to be part of the country. And that's fine. But get out of my tax coffers. See, and you can tell the third world enslaving mindset because the CEOs in business thinks everything goes on and every dollar goes into the tax coffers is theirs. And see, the biggest lie is business first. You make business successful, the world will be fine. That's the biggest lie. People. And see, they want the people to compete, but they move their stuff offshore, demolish a city, and then they want them to move on. That's how ignorant business college education is. They're the most unpatriotic people in the world. As far as I'm concerned, if they move something offshore, they go with it. And the blue collar people's fathers and mothers, their kids shouldn't be going to a foreign land to protect their unsavory judgment about life. And see, that's why we're living in the past. The people think everybody owes them because they're up here. If you're up here, these down here, oh yeah, that's the biggest lie. And see, that is the past. That is the third world mindset controlling today. And you can never calm that third world, that anger or frustration down with the thinking memory mind, because your thinking and your inner dialogue, your emotions, feelings, subconscious, they're all getting into they're all playing in the band of anger. The inner dialogue is an interesting thing. The inner dialogue, you will never make your inner dialogue positive or anything. You listen for it, and then you have a communication with it to rise it out of it. And it comes from your gut up. But once it hits here, enters into the thinking mind, it's over. And I catch myself. It still happens. But once you understand that you stop the inner dialogue from controlling your life by stopping it here and questioning it, and you question it, and then you start imprinting and communicating what you desire. And when you can tell that inner dialogue no, you can tell the world no. But what I'm really understanding is this is called sovereign liberation. I liberate me from me to set myself free because I stopped being a servant to my past. If you look at the world, we're still a servant to the past. And we wake up in the past. And also, I have a liberating lingo that rises you out of that. Change, heal, create, transformation, think, know, learn, and knowledge. That's all man taught. That's all man made. That's like making a mud pie sandwich telling somebody it's a steak. I had a few mud pie sandwiches when I was a kid, though. They weren't very good. But what I'm saying is, if you open up to if you're thinking that inner dialogue, you're going to make it positive. Positive is thinking. Inspiration is a natural flow. You image your inspirations to rise out of everything. And see, that's something I understand. Words are I have a class called Word Artistry. You make the dream, you open up to your dreams to have an artistic oratory to color your dreams in your life. You can open it up. Words are a painting within yourself, whatever it is. But most of us have words that are very disenjoining or disingenuous. And basically, we stay inside the disingenuous stuff of ourselves. And then when you're coming up like me, people said things, you're stupid and this, well, that stayed with me. And then that created insecurities. And see, that's the past controlling today. And you got to ask yourself this question: how is today yesterday? And if you look at the world for the last 4 or 5 to last 20 years, today is yesterday. Because we're trying to go through it with the same thinking memory, same education, same everything. Well, look at the election. We got 4 years later, we're in the same. Well, we're not in the same. We're actually different. But see how really you start watching since 1984? We basically went this way. Instead of going this way, we've went this way. We've actually slid downward. We slid backwards through education and business. The thing about education and business, they're just words on a sheet of paper. People are the wisdom, insight, clarity, and the movers and shakers. But however, the egotistical arrogance of the upper echelon of the world, know-it-all ignorance, they think everything happened because of them. Everything in the world occurred because of people. And, everybody gets this thinking that, oh, I'm this. Well, when you cross the river, what's different? And see, the word sovereign and sovereignty takes away the thinking memory mind. As I'm awakened and aware of my sovereign liberation to realize, admire, I feel my sovereignty. Decrees I am detached from outside sources, rose out of being told what to do and telling people what to do as I listen for my sovereign valor to show me a way through life. If you take the word self out of your life and open up to sovereign, that makes you a forthright pioneer of your own life. Sovereignty optimizes my listening, inspiration, questioning my daily events and encounters, experiences, and out of everywhere dares that dare me to face and embrace my daily liberating invitations that instigates my visionary trailblazer acumen, titillating intuitive omnificence, nomadically to facilitate and participate in my adventurous affairs, feeling, observing, and witnessing my free-flowing liberation that rises me out of yesterday's dismay, illusions of my thinking, knowing mind, and the delusion of my subconscious mind, frozen in time, finding memories. See, we're stuck in memories. As soon as you say think and know or mind, you go into memory. As long as you use think and know and memory, you'll never rise out of the past. And if you look at all the stuff going on, everybody has a program. But how much is that program different than the next program? And how's that program still inside goals and business and everything we've been taught from socialized way of life? As I rose out of self to energize sovereign liberation, to flow through my autonomy, artistry, color my life with charm, optimism, love. I'm omnipotent resolve to forever evolve of enterprising, visionary, omnific, legendary vigor, expanding through life with ease. Because I rise out of my past through my here and now, because now I awaken to understand and admit. The instant I feel the emotions of my thinking, and inner landscape, sensing upset, then the inner dialogue pipes in my human annoyances that takes over my thinking inner dialogue, drama, trauma, feeling sorry for myself, playing the victim of my thinking emotions and the way I handled my unsavory life as a child to present moment never allows me to rise and shine and expand out of it. Now, as soon as I feel the upheaval, I ask the question, why is this occurring for me to liberate my here and now, to wow me out of the situation, to rise of calm, canny gumption. As I now realize, admit, I rise of listening to my colorful image inspiration, question me to understand and comprehend my wisdom and revelation, rise of revolutionary, internal, sassy, emancipating elegance to dance with my life. But we've been taught that we have to think and we have to get into the past, and we just have to hang on, and then we got to go run to the neighbor and say, "Oh my God," instead of being calm and curious to question, why is this occurring for me to liberate me from this situation? Where's the wisdom? Where's the insight? Where's the path of enlightenment? See, that's the thing. Everybody's, I'm looking for enlightenment. Your enlightenment's right here. You are already flowing with enlightenment. All you have to do is polish it and let it shine in the here and now. And I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson of Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. And may your life be as blessed as you are a blessing to me and the world.